Now remember, wait a minute. Now wait a minute. Now both of you protect yourself at all times. We've already gone through the instructions. Any questions from the challenger or chief striker? Any questions over here? Let's get it on. Come on.
These are two pros, but how much of themselves will they spend in this first round trying to express their dislike for each other personally?
They first met at the Donald Curry-Milton McCrory Welterweight Unification title bout in 1985, took an instant dislike for one another, and now they get to act on it.
Just like I stated, it won't be a feeling-out process. Honeyghan, this former style, is going to try to make a street fight out of this fight.
Good left counter by Starling, as Honeyghan missed trying to get past the peekaboo defense. Starling coming straight in with the jab. His upper body's always in motion.
Bill's Lane is already telling Honeyghan to watch his head, which was expected because of the style of Honeyghan. You'll notice here, inside, Marlon Starling keeps those hands high. He waits for his man to throw a punch, then he retaliates.
Good uppercut inside by Starling.
What I see in Honeyghan, his chin is up there. That chin is wide open for any punch, especially the right hand.
Honeyghan fighting out of a southpaw stance. He does this from time to time, although most of the time he'll be in a conventional stance. Now he goes back to the left-hand lead.
But in doing so, Jim, Honeyghan is leaving himself wide open because when he throws his punches, watch the right hand of Marlon Starling.
Starling is landing the more effective blows. Honeyghan has a tendency when he gets frustrated to start winging punches wildly to the side. For now, he's still trying to come up the middle against the peekaboo defense.
No question about it. Starling has the better defense. He's keeping those hands high because he learned a mistake earlier. He's trying to pretty much measure that right hand of Honeyghan.
Honeyghan bouncing punches off of Starling's glove. We got the left hook around. Right hand is wild.
Those shots thrown by Honeyghan are not doing any type of damage because they're arm blows. He doesn't have his balance because he has a tendency to switch to southpaw stance.
Starling in and out, always with the hands up and countering when he can. And right to the body was the first time in a minute that Honeyghan actually planted his feet to throw a blow.
He keeps coming, Honeyghan keeps coming up with that left hand down, or right hand down, rather. The left hook should be there. Thrown by Starling.
Right hand counter by Starling, and that round demonstrated the difficulties that Marlon Starling poses tactically for a Lloyd Honeyghan.
That was a very fast-paced round. Both fighters have had problems with stamina in the past. Just take note of that.
Stick him. You'll find him if you pick your shots. You pick your shots. Concentrate on finding him without getting hit, Lloyd. You understand? That doesn't mean that I want you to run from him. Stick him without getting hit. You understand? He's giving you arms and elbows, not giving you a lot of room. But that's all right. That'll all come down after a little while.
I want you to get that body as often as you can. Down underneath those shots. Remember, when you're backing out, he's going to loop the shot. Be careful. Keep your hands up, or go down low, or step over to the right.
When you sit down, Lord, do it all controlled and neat. Tight and neat.
Since Starling has been with Futch, he has fought much harder in the early rounds.
You saw in our punch stat computations the huge difference in the number of punches thrown in the first round, but there was virtually no difference in the number landed. Starling the more efficient fighter in round one. And you wonder how frustrating it must be for Mickey Duff to try to tell Honeyghan to fight tight and neat. Great right counter by Starling.
You see what's happening, Jim? that Starling is counterpunching. He's picking his shot, whereas that you see in Honeyghan, Honeyghan is just throwing punches spontaneously. Not really picking his shot like he should. This is when it's dangerous for both men. The heads are close. They both are winging shots. And whoever should raise up should be knocked down.
Honeyghan bouncing a lot of punches off of Marlon's arms in there. Still throwing for the sake of throwing.
Those punches thrown by Honeyghan are arm punches, and they're being telegraphed. So what Starling may do is time one of those punches.
Marlon is not known for great punching power.
Ray, I've noticed that Honeyghan is throwing effectively to the body in this round.
Where he was told to try to bring those hands down of Starling, but Starling can't keep those hands very, very high.
And that time Starling stepped up and missed. There's a left hand that got through.
You see what happens too is when Honeyghan gets hit, he loses composure, and that's a fatal mistake for either fighter. Look at him just winging away. I don't know why Starling went back, take a step back and punch. And he's doing it now.
Honeyghan still firing punches right at Starling's defense. Starling missed with the left, and now Honeyghan gets up inside.
Because Starling is stepping back and throwing the right hand.
Get him up.
Nothing, there was nothing there. Good shot.
Right hand by Starling off the counter.
Starling just picking this man apart. He's really doing a number here on Honeyghan. Great defense by Marlon Starling.
Picking Honeyghan's shots off with his glove. Another round in which Marlon Starling has been by far the more efficient warrior.
I agree that Starling has been more efficient, but I think Honeyghan, who is the champion, is throwing many, many more punches. And that has to be taken into account.
More numbers, all right, more numbers. Don't load up. More. All right, quick combination off to the side.
Let's take a look as both of these fighters are standing right in front of each other. A good right hand, a very solid right hand by Starling.
But you're getting to him already, okay?
You're backing him up.
All right, second. Come on, there.
Round 3 begins. According to punch stat computations, Lloyd Honeyghan threw 115 punches in round 2, landing only 18 of them. But your point is well taken, Larry. If the busier fighter is to be given credit by the judges, that is the champion in this bout. Mills Lane again warning Honeyghan against headbutting.
This is a beautiful display of counterpunching by Marlon Starling. He's taking his time, very poised, looking for those counter shots. If I was Starling, I would come back with the left hook. Now watch here, the right hand of Lloyd Honeyghan. Watch how he drops it as he throws his jab to get inside.
Starling seeming to rest a little bit right now. Eddie Futch had asked him between rounds to throw more combinations in countering, not one punch at a time. For now, he appears content to play defense and pick off Honeyghan's shots. Lloyd is pawing a little bit, losing some steam.
Well, Honeyghan is not doing it right. Watch his jab. He throws his jab and he drops it. It becomes a lazy left jab. And those are the best type of jabs to counter with the right hand.
Not many punches from Starling, and certainly not the combinations that Futch wanted. But Honeyghan is slowing down the pace, either out of frustration or perhaps a little bit weary.
Honeyghan's bringing both feet together. That's the easiest way to get knocked down.
Neither man landing anything effective so far in this round.
Someone's mouthpiece came out. It looks like Starling's mouthpiece.
Marlon's mouthpiece dropped right out.
Very brisk pace by both fighters. More action from Honeyghan, although Starling's shots a little better, a little cleaner.
Two clean counter shots by Starling. Not a lot of impact, but they landed. Honeyghan throwing wildly.
That right hand seemed to momentarily wobble Starling.
Caught him on the top of the head.
Don't let him take too many shots without you coming back with anything. See? You gotta work. You gotta work. Box him to move around. Yeah.
Those combination moves. Don't load up. Come on. Be busier with the fancy combinations.
You gotta hit you hard with one shot. Put it together. Double hook, right hand. Right hand, left hook, right hand.
He's beginning to will. You know, he's already saying, what the fuck am I doing here? All right?
He's back to quit. That's the quit now. That's right. He's back to quit now. Break your body, roll under, keep to the body. Again,
Off to the side. All right? Keep using angles on this guy. Come on. Huh?
You got too much.
Jab, hook, and cross. Come on.
Willie Pep, the last champion from Hartford, once told Starling that when you're a young fighter, you have to remember to pace yourself, and when you're a veteran, you have to remember to fight. And the question is whether either of these guys is pacing himself for what looks like a long, grueling fight that could be determined in the last 4 rounds.
Uppercut by Marlon Starling.
Honeyghan took what he thought was a low blow and said, ooh. Starling, for the moment, steps in to try to take advantage and takes a shot from Honeyghan as a result.
Honeyghan still the aggressor and trying to throw that looping right hand, which put Starling on fear streak for a second.
And going to the body more, and I think Lloyd is beginning to pierce that defense really for the first time.
He's picking the tempo of the fight up now. He's starting to make Starling fight his fight.
The left hand was blocked, but there is a school of thought that you keep landing on the upper arms, keep landing on the shoulders, and you're going to wear your man out.
Well, especially for a guy that's so physically strong like Lloyd Honeyghan. I mean, every punch does damage.
Certainly Honeyghan has a fighter's will, big time.
Now right here, this is when you do counter punching. When a man is straight in front of you, both feet together, this is when you counter with the uppercuts. For Starling, I can't understand why he's not throwing shots tonight.
Marlon is not coming back anymore as he did in rounds 1 and 2. That's a typical Lloyd Honeyghan miss.
Now watch some uppercuts. A couple uppercuts there by Starling, but you need to throw more. Come back with left hook.
Starling planted his feet and just missed with the right hand inside.
That's the uppercut. Now that will work all night, Jim, because the man is down.
Got a left hand in, followed it with another. Honeyghan not coming back at the moment, and Starling lands 4 good blows in a row.
Watch how effective that uppercut is. Just landed.
And Honeyghan just bullying forward to try to take Marlon out of this little run.
Both men are spending a lot of energy because they're missing some big punches.
More and more, Honeyghan is able to pin Starling against the ropes and wail away. Hasn't been able to do anything that effective with it yet, but it could be a portent of things to come.
Some respect from Lloyd Honeyghan.
Tough fight.
Lloyd, you can't have a war. You've got to be smarter than him. You're lounging, and you're letting him pick you off. Understand? Now, take a deep breath. Listen, take a deep breath and change your attitude, will you? Change your attitude. Just walk out and make yourself scarce not to get hit. He's making you do all the work.
Harold Letterman, our unofficial official, tell us how you see the fight so far.
Larry, I've got a 39-37 Marlon Starling, and I disagree. I say, you don't look at who the champion is. You got two guys in the ring, and they both got an equal chance to win. You score fights based on clean punching, effective aggressiveness, ring generalship, and defense, and Starling is winning on defense.
I respectfully disagree by 1 round with you, Harold. I have it two rounds apiece.
Round 5 begins. There's a momentary delay in Honeyghan's corner. Mills Lane giving the champ a chance to put his mouthpiece in, and now here we go. Marlon Starling landed some of his most effective blows in the last minute of round 4. You heard Mickey Duff tell Lloyd, you can't fight a war. I don't know how easy it is for Lloyd Honeyghan to fight anything other than a war.
Well, he's trying to box Starling. Starling's on the attack. Ripping shots to the body. Oh, some beautiful combinations.
You saw Starling for the first time pin Honeyghan to the ropes and stand toe-to-toe, slugging away.
Now, if you watch the inside fighting of Marlon Starling, he does his pity pass, then all of a sudden he throws a couple of hard shots, very serious punches. He tries to lull this guy to sleep.
Clown, and for the moment there, he dropped his hands and made a face at Lloyd.
Now watch you come on strong. Starling should come on strong now.
Uppercut counter inside, increasingly effective. There's another one.
Some serious shots now, serious punches by Marlon Starling.
Starling more and more developing an under then over sequence.
Lloyd Honeyghan is breathing from the mouth, good indication of fatigue or arm weariness.
This is the 5th round. It's scheduled for 12.
Mouth
and Honeyghan again in the southpaw stance, Ray.
I don't know why Marlon Starling's turned southpaw. He's doing okay with orthodox style.
What can Honeyghan gain from fighting in the southpaw position, Ray?
Well, he's not really that effective. If anything, he's trying to throw his man off. Good right hand by Starling. Because he doesn't fight that way often, he's going to get hit by a lot of right hands.
Right hand counter there. It was preceded by a left jab. Honeyghan better go back to the conventional stance, and he does right now. Left hand inside, stopped Honeyghan cold. Starling knocks out Honeyghan's mouthpiece. A big round for Marlon Starling.
Lloyd, don't get involved in telling you, make yourself scarce. Make yourself scarce and you'll get tired. You're missing him with too many shots. You understand? You're fighting a bad fight. You got me? Are you going to do what you're told?
In this round, Honeyghan tried to fight a more controlled fight, being less of a brawler, and it didn't work. I think he's going to have to go back to plan A. One impressive thing about Starling in this fight so far is that there is no apparent after effect of that devastating knockout in his last fight. A lot of people were curious to see how he would respond to that knockout in this fight.
Well, of course, to his advantage, Larry, he doesn't remember it.
The look on Lloyd Honeyghan's face,
Which is a perfect alibi.
The look on his face, he looked like a defeated warrior going back to his corner.
He may have been more confused because I think he just fought a fight that he didn't expect to come here and fight, which he's trying to fight now.
This man,
look at Lloyd running from Marlon Starling.
Retreating. In other words, Marlon Starling has the momentum going, and he should take full advantage of it.
This is not the fierce frontal assault warrior we've always seen Lloyd Honeyghan to be. This is not the man who thoroughly intimidated a Donald Curry, who was thought at that moment to be one of the best fighters in the world. Starling now, target practice inside.
Oh, this is great. This is great for Marlon Starling. He has the finesse, he has the power, and he's putting his punches together. The jab, everything is working now.
Well, Marlon Starling, regardless of what you may think of him otherwise, is a professional boxer.
But he still must be extremely careful because Honeyghan still has that punch. Walking this man down. Marlon Starling, he's trying to cut the ring off.
This is not the Lloyd Honeyghan who was throwing 125 punches around earlier in this fight. He seems to want to regain his conviction, to rest and stay away from Starling for a while.
When Lloyd Honeyghan moves, although some of his jabs are landing, he doesn't have the best punch when he's mobile.
Well, and I think as long as Honeyghan is content to do this, Starling isn't going to take any foolish chances.
Just take his time and pick his shots. That's what he's doing now.
This, it would appear, plays right into Marlon Starling's hands.
Because he doesn't have to work as much. All he has to do is follow his man, a jab. This is not Lloyd Honeyghan's fight.
And Starling is getting off first in every exchange. He is initiating everything. As Larry Merchant said, it's going to have to be back to plan A for Honeyghan.
Honeyghan better do something fast because that right eye started to swell. Good right hand by Marlon Starling.
Another round in which it's hard to make an argument for the champion.
There you go, buddy.
Dave, don't drop your hands and get to. As long as he's moving, jab, cut him off. Run him in the shot.
Got tape problems here.
Deep breath, deep breath. One more.
In this round, a good right hand. That was the punch that knocked the mouthpiece of Honeyghan into the third or fourth row here. Without a doubt, Starling has won the test of wills in the first half of the fight. Unless Honeyghan can turn that around and turn it around quickly, this fight is lost and the championship will change heads once again.
An interested spectator, and you'll be seeing him here live on HBO on February 25 against Frank Bruno, the undisputed heavyweight champ, Mike Tyson. Round 7 begins. And listen to these punch stat computations. Honeyghan threw 115 punches in round 3, 122 in round 4, 106 in round 5. He threw 40 punches in round 6.
I noticed another thing in Honeyghan. When the bell rang, he wanted to touch gloves. Now, that's not characteristic of Lloyd Honeyghan. Normally, he shows that brassness.
Maybe he feels like to start over. His right eye is beginning to close up. The result is consistent pounding with the left jab and the left counter inside by Starling. And now Starling seems to want to go after it.
Starling has lost his mouthpiece now.
When you're tired, like Lloyd Honeyghan is, this movement here only wears you down. You notice the legs don't have the spring anymore. It's bouncing flat. You see here, a little off balance. His legs are not steady at all.
Starling takes advantage of the absent mouthpiece to start talking to Lloyd Honeyghan. Ray, you once came back to defeat Thomas Hearns with an eye almost completely shut. How is it going to bother Honeyghan to be fighting with the left eye closing up?
Well, it's not too bad yet. In fact, Honeyghan just lost his mouthpiece. So both guys are breathing very deeply, trying to get that additional breather here. But it appears to me, Jim, that Honeyghan is not on steady legs.
Let me just correct myself. I may have said the left eye. It is the right eye of Lloyd Honeyghan, which is closing up, not the left. The right eye is the one.
Some playful antics by Marlon Starling.
Well, he's a little bit of a con artist in there and always has been. May have given away too much in 2 fights against Donald Curry, trying to psych him out. Here it doesn't seem to be hurting him yet. From Honeyghan's side, this round looks a lot like round 6 did. He is retreating, trying to pick his shots, and it isn't working.
Well, Lloyd Honeyghan is not really fighting back. He's giving this round to Marlon Starling.
Blood on the shoulder of Marlon Starling. It's probably come from inside the mouth of Honeyghan as he fights without the mouthpiece.
There's no steam in the punches of Lloyd Honeyghan. He needs to gain some respect here.
Will this be called a slip or a knockdown?
It was a slip. He threw a punch. He was off balance. Didn't have too much support from his legs.
Round 7 comes to a close.
I got it.
Lloyd Honeyghan may have given up on this fight.
Got a tape problem over here. Yeah, heck, get the one up between round, please.
That's Honeyghan being handled, his right eye closing.
You're way behind now, you've got to start getting into this fight. You won't get in the fight by letting him walk all over you. You've got to stay your ground and make him miss, but not brawl with him. Make him miss and stick a jab and then try and back him up. You all right? You okay? You're not tired? No. Good, then go out and work.
Okay, second.
Come on, go out and work. All right?
Yeah, let's go.
Weave, make yourself scarce and work.
This is the kind of fight the British skeptics of Honeyghan wanted to see him in and see whether he would have the answers. We'll find out.
Starling now is being relentless.
Starling is chasing Honeyghan a lot more now. Looks to me as though he's not scared of Honeyghan's punches at all anymore.
Honeyghan is hurt here. At this point here, Starling should back away, give himself some punching room, and not allow Honeyghan to smother his punches.
Honeyghan is standing still and taking it. Marlon Starling, if he can put together 2 or 3 good combinations, has a chance to get his man into serious trouble.
Watch for his left hook. Watch for Starling's left hook. It's a beautiful shot.
Knocked the mouthpiece out with the right cross.
That's one of his best punches, the left hook of Marlon Starling.
Right hand lead just missed. Honeyghan standing on the ropes and taking it.
There's a lot of time left.
More than a minute and a half still to go in the round. Starling doesn't knock people out with ease. He's going to have to land a flurry of several punches.
Starling wants to catch that chin open of Honeyghan with his overhand right.
Honeyghan just pawing with the left jab.
That takes so much from him. We missed those big shots like that.
Well, Starling stopped punching and gave Honeyghan a chance to catch his breath a bit. So for the moment, the crisis has passed for Lloyd Honeyghan.
The right jaw of Lloyd Honeyghan is swollen.
It's really swelling up. He's starting to look as though he's got the mumps or as though he's just had his wisdom teeth pulled out. I wonder if Starling has broken Honeyghan's jaw.
Just picking this man apart.
Lloyd lands the left hook, or check it, Marlon lands the left hook right on the place where Honeyghan's jaw is swelling.
Oh, look at the legs of Lloyd Honeyghan.
Yeah, and that jaw could be another reason why he's having trouble keeping the mouthpiece in.
Get that tape off.
You sure? Yeah. It's all right. It's all right. Your jaw's okay.
That's fine.
All right. It's a bruise. It's a bruise.
Okay.
It's a bruise. I just squeezed it. It's a bruise.
Katie, let me take a look. Open your jaw. Okay.
The doctor is examining Honeyghan's jaw.
You ready to fight?
Huh?
Can you go on?
Just there, doctor.
Tape on that.
okay.
Tape on that left
Your jaw's
hand.
okay.
Tape where it's hanging. Yeah, you're all right. You're all right.
There we see Honeyghan landing a good straight right hand. Starling, that is, landing that good straight right hand. But it's the other side of Honeyghan's face that's swelling up from the left hand.
Well, I'll tell you, if that jaw is all right, I'm Mike Tyson. Harold Letterman, what's your scorecard right now?
7 rounds to 1, 79-73. Very, very easy for Marlon Starling.
And I agree.
4 rounds to go. Marlon Starling headed toward a possible second world championship. Won the WBA title, lost it on a freak knockout to Tomas Molinares of Colombia last summer when Molinares caught him after the bell in Atlantic City. Some people thought he might have trouble coming back, but he had been brilliant for 6 rounds that night against Molinares, and he's been no less brilliant tonight against Lloyd Honeyghan.
That indicates the determination of Marlon Starling. Here, he's really doing a great job and putting his punches together. Just, it looks like a matter of time.
Counting for the knockdown right now. Honeyghan looks at the knockdown counter and then, seemingly with reluctance, gets up.
Now you're going to see a real workman go to work.
Marlon steps in. Honeyghan throws wildly. There's blood coming from his nose. And Mills Lane has seen enough. Marlon Starling is the champion again.
Lloyd Honeyghan was a beaten man by the 3rd or 4th round when he was beaten out of his aggressive style. If you can make an aggressive fighter back up, he usually has no other answer. Starling won the fight in the early rounds. This was just the icing.
And we saw a clinic of defense and counterpunching by Marlon Starling, Ray.
Well, that proved to be the key to this fight, the counterpunching of Marlon Starling. He was rocked in the early rounds, and he was able to regain his composure and get back to the basics. The jab, he took his time and did a great job of counterpunching.
Marlon Starling hates Lloyd Honeyghan's guts. and he's always said that Honeyghan was made to order for him as an opponent. Tonight he proved it.
Well, you see now, it's just a matter of time when Starling started to put his punches together. Some grazing punches, but I think it was just an accumulation of punches that wore Lloyd Honeyghan down. Those sharp right hands, razor-like sharp right hands, were effective from the 4th round on through. I also saw in Lloyd Honeyghan that he was losing a lot of confidence, Jim, because he was not firing back and he was trying to outbox Marlon Starling.
Well, he had a badly closing right eye. He had what looked like a broken right jawbone. And he had little reason to try to prolong matters, being as far behind as he was.
Watch his legs. There's nothing there. His legs are like jello. The body shots, good straight right hand to the body. And Mills Lane did the right thing of stopping to not do any more further damage to Lloyd Honeyghan.
Yeah, because he could have gotten his jawbone seriously hurt with another solid blow on the break, if in fact it is broken, and it's hard to imagine, given the amount of swelling there, that it is. Right now, let's go up to ring announcer Chuck Hall for the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, the time, 1 minute, 19 seconds of the 9th round. Referee Mills Lane stops the bout. The winner by a TKO and new WBC Welterweight Champion of the World, Marlon, the Magic Man, Starling.
A big victory for Marlon Starling.